What's up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I'm back again with another video. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Rivah. It's very nice to meet you. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. And as I always say, make sure you guys leave your comments in the comment section down below. It does not matter how you feel about this video. We all want to talk about it. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow my Instagram. It's at RIVAH_JORDON. Again, you guys have asked me to specifically react to these videos, and I'm sorry, guys. I know that I have not done it fast enough or prompt enough, but we're getting right into it. So I'm just going to go ahead and press play, and I will bring my input whenever I deem necessary.
Man, you said that you do, and thinking that a simple conversation with your partner is gonna just magically fix whatever issue, I think is really unrealistic.
So it's unrealistic to think you can fix a problem in your relationship with a conversation with your partner.
People need to talk to other people other than their
spouse. The bar is in hell.
It's giving off like an unhealthy.
You are literally like, so you think you can fix the problem by having a conversation with your partner? Yes. Yes, I do think that. Two grown adults who are self-aware and know what's going on.
And grown adults, you can be able to talk to other grown adults. Something is not right and unhealthy.
Yes, you can.
Something is not right and unhealthy with you if you cannot communicate with anyone else and you feel like you can only communicate with your partner, literally, and you can't talk to anybody else about how you feel. You can only talk to your partner.
Who you sleep with every night.
That's crazy.
Your mama is not in your bed. And you know what the problem with that is? You only go to your mother.
One at a time,
y'all.
One at a time.
Other people and tell them, my man did this positive. My man did this. That's good. You only come to them with the negative. That is now the perception they have.
One at a time. They can't hear us, y'all. They can't hear our arguments, y'all.
That is so unhealthy. Like, everybody want to talk to everybody except who they're with.
Again, where did you learn married as a woman?
Your mama you only come to your mama when you're venting about a problem, but you want her insight. You only tell her the negative things. You don't tell her the positive things.
Crazy at this point.
Okay. It's a little bit hard to hear the dialogue because they were both consistently talking at the same time. You know, the claws were definitely out. It's like, I'm going to finish my point. I don't care what you have to say. And, you know, Six felt that way clearly, and Kayla felt that way as well. So it's a little hard to hear, but I'm just going to reiterate a couple of things. So Kayla is saying she thinks that, you just talk to your partner and magically, it's going to fix whatever issue or problem that you have at hand. No, sometimes you need outside counsel. And Six is saying, no, yes, if you have a one conversation with your spouse, the person who you have the conflict with, you have a better chance of resolving or solving that conflict rather than you going and speaking to somebody else on the outside who's not involved in the conflict, right? So Kayla is like, I think that's weird. I don't think that I should be only talking to the person that I'm in a relationship. I'm grown. I have free range to talk to whoever. And Six is like, no, it doesn't make sense. That's a problem because, and one thing that Six just said, and I think it went over people's heads because of the fact that they were both talking at the exact same time, and it was very hard to hear. But one point that Six made was that you're not going to, more times than not, right? It's not like you're going to your mother and you're telling her all the great things about your relationship, all the good things, all the happy times, everything positive that he's doing for you, everything that he has positively done for you. So when you're only going to your mom with something negative, what do you think that her advice or her responses are going to be in a situation when you go to her and ask for her advice? So that was a really good point. And Kayla said something else. I can't really remember because, again, they were just kind of like talking over each other. Oh, Kayla said, well, her mother has been successfully married for a certain amount of time. She's seen the blueprint. Her parents are still together. They've been together since before she was born. So she trusts the advice of her mother. Now, she can do that. You know what I'm saying? Only she knows the type of mother that she has and the type of father that she has. But there's some problems with that. Just because when you look around, okay, the world as we know it is completely different than it used to be back when her parents were dating. Dating is different. Standards are different. Social media is now here. It was not around. Cell phones. You know, you can scroll and have access to whoever you want across the globe in the palm of your hand. It was not like that before. So sometimes people have this thing where they're like, oh, you know, I trust, you know, certain people around me because they've been married for a long period of time. And, you know, obviously they've been married for a great long time. So they can, you know, give me good advice moving forward. However, is that a good marriage? That's up to you to decide. Like, is it a good marriage? Is it a marriage that you would absolutely positively want to replicate? And also, how recent were they dating? You know, somebody from 20, 30 years ago can probably give you some good pointers, but they can't necessarily give you all the tools that you need for right now. So, very different views, obviously, but as you can see, they're both like not backing down. I just thought it was interesting though that Kayla's like, oh, I can't even get a word in. This is ridiculous. When she's done this, you know, she's repeatedly done this to many other people. So sometimes it turns around and it comes right back to you. And if you dish it, you have to be able to take it.
It's not Kayla. Watch this.
Literally, no one can get a word in here.
Get out of Hold on, y'all. Hold on. One mic, y'all. One mic. Let me add something to the conversation. So hold on. I want to go to Logic. Go to Logic real quick.
Logic, because literally I'm being talked over. So just hold on a second. So all I wanted to land my plane, right? All I was saying is that the relationship that you have.
That plane
are you serious? Are you serious?
Right. That plane is barely making it.
Have
we had the light is on that plane? Wait, but y'all be
Q is like, y'all be cutting people off too, and that's true. Like, remember, I don't know if you guys remember that video that I did a reaction to where Kayla was telling a guest, like, oh, well, you're just a guest on the show. Like, so you can leave by, like, dismissing people. You know, they constantly talk about how Kayla and Kay's not saying anything right now, but how Kayla and Kay are more times than not. And I'm going to be honest, I think that recently, I haven't watched so recently, but, like, from the videos that I have seen, Kay has been a lot more quiet. Like, with her points, she kind of only speaks when spoken to. But Kayla is pretty much known for cutting people off, getting her point across, you know, talking over you. So when it's being done to her, like I said, you can't be mad if that's something that you literally always do.
I go low. I don't do that shit. I go low too. Like, you have to stop and let other people talk.
This is a Spirit airline plane.
Every single fucking time you talk. If this is how you communicate with your partner, I know y'all don't get nothing done because this is fucking crazy.
Kayla, you can't.
Well, Kayla's saying if this is how you six communicate with your partner, I know y'all don't get nothing done. But that's really interesting, again, because so many people have said that about Kayla. They said, Kayla, if you cut men off, if you are disrespectful like how you are to the men on your panel, then obviously we can tell what kind of relationship you have. So her throwing that dart at 6 is the same exact thing that people obviously say every week about Kayla herself.
Okay, Spirit. All the time.
No. What? I'm not. Am I divorced?
Okay, Frontier.
I'm not divorced.
Matter of fact, Soul Plane.
I'm not, though, just so we can clarify. So anyway, just to land my point.
Okay, this is something that I wanted to bring up. Because I saw this live stream. Okay, I was waiting for these to come out. When I was in the chats on the live stream, everybody was asking me from then, Rivah, I know you're going to react to this. And you're like, I'm like, of course. But Kayla just said, and I don't know much about 6, okay? I saw her here. I saw her on Anton's morning show the day after. I've seen, like, a video before of her and, like, Danica on their channel together, like, one video. So I don't know much about 6, okay? But Kayla said, I'm not the one divorced. I don't know if 6 was ever divorced because I don't know enough about her to even know that. But the way how she said, I'm not divorced, I'm just saying, I'm not the one who's divorced. It sounds like maybe 6 is divorced. And so she's trying to use that as a shot at her. Like, she's trying to, you know, hit her with the low blow because her feelings are hurt because she can't get a word in. So that would have been the first initial issue. Okay? Now, again, I don't know. I could be completely reading that situation wrong. But that was, like, triggering. You know what I mean? Like, you're saying, well, I'm not the one that's divorced. So I don't know if 6 was divorced. But if she was, and Kayla knows that she was, I think that's really shady to bring that into this conversation that has nothing to do with that.
My mother was successfully married and taught me to be a woman, and I feel like if anyone you're going to talk to about your marriage or your relationship, the person that taught you to be the person that you are, being the go-to that you go to have those conversations is very normal, very healthy. And I think some people who feel like they can't talk to anyone or trust anyone, they have issues. They have own trust issues within themselves that they can't find one person to trust.
Some people do have trust issues. That's valid. Some people definitely have trust issues. But I think that it's necessary. You know, you can't fault somebody who doesn't trust people because of whatever tumultuous past that they've had. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people go through things and that's why they don't trust people. It's not like they just have a wallet for no reason, you know? But at the same time, you know, with Kayla saying, we're going on based off of her relationship that she's having with her own mother. Most people, more times than not, don't have a mom that's going to tell them when they're wrong. Okay? Tell them when they're the problem. Tell them that they should look into themselves. They're not going to do that. So saying, you know, across the board that everybody has a relationship with their mother, like Kayla, you might have, I think that's kind of like, that's not keeping it 100, because a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people do not have good counsel. Your mom might be telling you something of what she thinks you should do, but maybe deep down, that's not what she did. Or that's not the tool that she used in getting married or getting into a relationship. So I think across the board, you can't just say like, yeah, you should definitely talk to people around you about the things that you're going through within your relationship, because again, not everybody has your best interest at heart, and not everybody has good counsel around them.
One at a time, y'all. Hey, the mic's cracking. Family, hey. We gotta talk one at a time because they can't hear us.
I'm at one thing. Kayla, you sound like you got more respect for your mama than your boyfriend. He need to leave your ass.
Y'all are ridiculous.
No, you said it. I'm using your word. Your mama don't live with you. Can I finish though? Bro.
But she's continuously, but again, I just want to bring this up. This is a little petty to bring it up, but I'm just saying, she's continuously still cutting off Logic. She was complaining about the fact that with 6, she can't get a word in, and then she goes right back to her nature of cutting off Logic when he's talking now.
All right. No. Just based off of your conversation, right? You show so much respect and admiration for your mom, and I'm cool with that, right?
Mm-hmm. We're talking about privacy. This has nothing to do with affirmation from my mom. I'm talking about having conversation with someone that I'm close to, the person that taught me most of the stuff that I know. If I'm sharing with them my feelings on something, and I want to have a private conversation to share with someone other than my spouse about the way that I feel, that is completely fine and healthy. And for y'all to be doing this shit right now is really fucking nuts. Because I know all of y'all talk to somebody in your life, and it's not a therapist. So I don't want to hear this bullshit that y'all don't talk to nobody.
Yes, you talk to somebody. Your partner that you're in a relationship, ma'am.
That work, like that doesn't work.
She said it doesn't work. See, okay. So one, I don't think she said that's normal and that's healthy. I personally don't think that's healthy. That you constantly are trying to resolve the conflict outside of the relationship itself, because the only two people who can ultimately fix that relationship are the two of you. And she said that she doesn't feel like that usually works. Maybe it doesn't usually work because of the way that you are used to having dialogue. Just gonna put that out there. Maybe that's why it doesn't work. But more times than not, the person that you have the conflict with, whether you have to take a breather, drink some water, go on a walk, when you guys can reconvene and have a conversation with each other, that is more healthy. And also, you're not spreading, your personal family business, your home business to outside entities. Because maybe when you were angry and you were expressing it to your mom or your friend or whoever, maybe you started saying things that you shouldn't have said that were maybe disrespectful, rude, letting out even more stuff because you're already on a roll of talking, saying stuff that you should not have said. And then once you guys fix it and you guys are all happy and jolly again, so low key, like subconsciously, you're like, dang, I should have never said that. So.
Kayla, let me ask you this. What do you have against talking to your partner, the person you're in a relationship with?
I didn't say I had a problem talking to them about it. But if I want to have
So why are you saying that you need to have somebody outside of the person you're in a relationship with to talk
about it with my mother?
It's very passive aggressive.
What is it to you?
We're having a conversation. What is it to you? It seems like you're getting very offended. Like, are you mad?
If I want to have a private conversation with
why
did
you say what is
that
it
you have?
a private conversation? Why you directly said what is it to me? Are you mad? Like, is something bothering you?
Why do you have an issue with me having a private conversation?
I'm asking you a question. Why you ain't answer the question?
I just did.
You're doing everything but answer the question. I'm asking you, why is it a concern that you're saying that you need someone you can trust, and you're not saying the person you're in a relationship with, you're saying your mama. And so you're like, why are you concerned?
That's how this works. This human being thing works. There's only one person that I can trust on the planet. Really?
Okay, then say that. Okay, thank you. So say that. So you don't know how to trust your partner, then say that. That's what
if you telling me your partner's the only person in your life
you don't trust your partner, you don't trust nobody else. You trust your mama more?
You don't trust nobody else but your partner.
You said that from the beginning then.
You don't trust nobody else but your partner. That's the only person.
Your partner should be the number one person that you trust. You are not sleeping with your mama every night, man.
But what does that have to do
your
with
mama is not in the in and out of your relationship.
I have a man, that means I don't
you
trust
talk about your
mama
is the one that made you who you are, okay? Your mama is not who you're in the bed with every night. This is why you have a partner. Your partner is the person you have the most trust in. You spend every day with. You sleep with every night, not your mom.
Weird and toxic.
Your mom is not there. Like, get off your mom's titty. Like, you got to move on, be a woman, and move on. Like, it's not about that.
Do you have friends?
Hold on,
I have a question.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Do you have friends?
I do have friends, Courtney.
Okay. So, why do you have friends?
I don't know, Courtney. It's a friendship.
But I'm saying, what is
friendship to the same regard I hold a relationship?
What is the purpose of you cultivating a friendship?
Definitely not to validate if I'm wrong in my relationship.
So, she's trying to ask that to say, like, oh, do you have friends? If you have friends, maybe, you and your friends talk about certain things. You get together because you share similar sentiments or whatever. But Six has already said, no matter what question is being asked, she already said what she said. And what she said is that it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's her friend, her homegirl, her sister, her cousin, her auntie. It don't matter who it is. She's not going to discuss the issues, the problems, the trials that she has within her relationship with any outside entity. In the same way that Kayla is saying that she doesn't agree with that and she's going to talk to other people and that mindset is weird and toxic, is the same way, like, you have to allow Six to have her feelings about what she feels, and if you feel otherwise, that's up to you. Personally, I agree with Six. With this aspect of the conversation, I agree with Six. Just because I personally feel like it's the least people that you have involved, the least people that are going to freely offer opinions that you did not ask for, the least people that are going to have judgment or cast judgment against your partner, which people already do naturally, the less people will have to say about you, the less people will have to say when they see you in the future. There's so many people who go to a wedding and they're like, why are they over there crying, acting like they're so happy when she just called me a week ago and told me this and this and that. Like, it's human nature that people are going to do that. So you do have to be skeptical of the people that you talk about personal, intimate relationship things to. You genuinely do. And again, Kayla is saying that she talks to her mom about things because that is who she ultimately trusts. Again, I'm going to say it again. A lot of people do not have people who have their best interest around them. A lot of people do not have good counsel around. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I genuinely want to know. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you.